Hello football fans, we're at the corner flag once again. Week 2 in the Red Stripe Premier League produced more fantastic results. Marvel Uhenden, the promoted team, they secured a 1-1 draw with last year's beaten finalist Portmore United. They now have 4 points. They sit top of the league. Great result for them, and not a bad point for Portmore United either, because both teams now share 4 points. So they're now sitting more or less at the top of the table, looking down at everybody else. Tivoli Gardens, they had a great result on week 1, but they went down to the defending champions, Montego Bay United, at home. Not a good result for them at all, but Montego Bay United, they show the championship mettle. They defended the 1-0 lead for almost 3/4 of the game. So they show that they know how to get points on the road. They know how to get the job done. It's a good result for them after a sluggish start, so they will be very happy with that. Arnott Gardens, they got their first win of the season as well. They took their nemesis, their rivals, Waterhouse, all the way to Draxall and got a 2-1 win. Damari Deacon hit a brace. Arnott is now in second position in the league, tied on 4 points with 3 other teams. Good result for them, and they're yet to play at home. So when they get home, you can expect a lot of action from them. Boys Town, second loss of the season. They just can't seem to get it right. It's a poor start for them. They lost 2-1 to the biggest rival, Harbourview, at the Barbican Complex. They will need to get it right quickly. They're propping up the table, and we've only just begun. They didn't have a sparkling season last year. They'll have to get it right in short order. The result of the round was Jamalco. I told you that playing at home, they would have the crowd support, and they did. At the Wembley Sporting Excellence Stadium, they got all 3 points and 3 goals. It's a great result for a team that is getting their first win in only their second game in top flight football. They'll be very, very happy with that. Now, Reno, they hosted Humberline on Sunday. The game got washed out. The game was replayed on Thursday, and would you believe it, they won that game in the 90th minute. Humberline just doesn't seem to know how to get the win against Reno at Reno. So after the second game in the first round, Marvel Uhenden, the newbies, they are at the top of the league on goal difference. They lead Arnott Gardens, Portmore, Reno. All these 4 teams have 4 points. They're looking down on the rest of the teams, and all of them will be looking to get another win to continue to do well after week 2. Week 3 games in the RSPL promise to be a blast. Humberline, they will need to try and get the better of Arnott Gardens at home. They lost to a stinging 90th minute goal when they played away to Reno, and now they have to get back on track and try and get these 3 points. When Arnott Gardens and Humberline play, you can expect a cracker. Both teams play with fire in the belly. You can expect goals, you can expect hard tackles, you can expect yellow cards, and you can expect a result. Humberline needs a result at home. Arnott Gardens, they know it will be very, very difficult to get a win there. But you can expect both teams to go really, really hard and go for a result. Obey United, they return home to Westport Park and they'll host Boys Town. They had a great result in beating Tivoli Gardens last weekend. They'll look to build on this. And Boys Town haven't picked up a point all season. Andrew Price may not say, but he must be quietly worried, having played 2 games and not gotten a point yet. They can't afford to leave Montego Bay without a point, but it's going to be very, very difficult for them to do that. I'm worried for them, because if they get 3 losses in a row, it's going to be difficult for them to dig themselves out of a deep, deep hole. Portmore United, they drew with Marvelly last day out. They play against Tivoli Gardens, who lost to Montego Bay United. Portmore will want all 3 points. Tivoli, they're smarting from this 1-0 home loss, so they will go and try and get something out of this game. This game can go anyway, but I think a draw is on the cards for this one. Now Uwe, they got spanked 3-0 by Jamalco, and I told you that Jamalco, with home support, could get the job done last week, and they did just that. Uwe has to get over this poor result, because it is a poor result for them, and they host the other new team in the league, Marvel Uhenden. Marvel is brimming with confidence. They have 4 points, having played the 2 top teams from last season. They have no worries, they have nothing to worry about. They will just go to Uwe expecting to get something from it, and they'll be playing like it. Uwe has to be very careful, because this team will come at them hard, and their team, the coach, everybody associated with the club is very, very confident. Uwe has to be careful. They cannot afford to lose at home this early in the season. They'll want to ensure that the Uwe Mono Bowl becomes the fortress it was in their first season in the league. Waterhouse. 2 games played, both away, both times they lost. Coach Tate, he says that we'll see the best of them at home in their first game at Jerusalem. He says that they will win and they will play great football. He says to expect fireworks from Firehouse. We spoke with Coach Tate at the press conference and he is still a confident man.
Fans are looking forward to a very entertaining game. We have decided this year that we will take on a brand of attacking football. We haven't been successful at that in the first 2 games, but we have all confidence in the world that come Sunday, we will see that signature brand of football that we have been preparing to produce all season.
Jamaica got a great result against you. They have 3 points and they will have no fear going to Jerusalem. And people have been asking them, the press has been asking, what is it like being a new team in the league? This is what they have to say about that.
This doesn't really play on my mind. We are in the Premier League and we are in here to stay. No, newly promoted. That's not in our mind, that's in the media's mind.
Now, Waterhouse needs to be very careful against this youthful but sort of experienced Jamaica team. I really and truly do not understand what is going on at Waterhouse because they say they have a youth policy. Yet still, they got rid of German Tuffy Anderson, who is 37 years old, and brought in Irvina English, who is 38 years old. It's confusing to me, it's confusing to us, but let's hope they find a way to make this work. Now we have one late game. It starts at 7 o'clock. It's at the Harborview Mini Stadium. Harborview will host Reno. This is the only matchup where you have 2 teams that won last weekend. Both teams will be bringing with confidence. It will be in the cool of the evening. Expect a very good game and expect a lot of excitement. This weekend promises a lot more football that we can all enjoy. There's a lot to choose from, and for the first time since week 1, you can actually view 2 games. You can watch a 3:30 game and then go over to Harborview to watch a 7 p.m. game. Lots of fun, lots of action. Enjoy the Red Stripe Premier League. Now we're going to do something additional for you this week. We're going to try our hands at predictions. It's not an easy science, it's very hard to do really. But we think that the game between Humberland and Arnett Gardens, that will end in a draw. Both teams are still finding the way. It's going to be a tough encounter. We think it will end in a draw. Mobay United back at home, confident. Boys Town lacking in confidence. We expect a home win for Mobay. Don't think Boys Town will return with anything. Portmore United versus Tivoli. We think Portmore will edge this one. It may be 1-0, it may be 2-1, but we'll give the odds to the home team for this game. UWI versus Marvelly. We think that Marvelly can get a point here. They'll travel, they'll play well. We think that UWI are not quite there yet, and Marvelly, as a result, can snatch a point at the UWI Bowl. Waterhouse versus Jamaica. I know a lot of the Waterhouse fans, and they'll probably kill me for this, but I think that Jamaica can catch them and can actually win this one. Harborview versus Reno. We'll give the home team a win for this one. Why? Reno had to replay their game that was scheduled for Sunday on Thursday. They have a few days to recover. They'll play again on Sunday, a late game, and they'll have to travel all the way from west, all the way to the east. So as a result of this, we think it may be telling on the legs. This will give the home team a decided advantage, and we expect our Harborview to take full advantage of that. That's our predictions for week 3. Let's see how it pans out. We'll talk about it next week, right here at the corner flag. So after 2 match days, Marvelly Huenden, they lead the Red Stripe Premier League. They are followed by Arnett Gardens, Portmore, Reno. These 4 teams make up the top 4. They all have 4 points. Below them, Jamalco, Tivoli, Humberland, Mobay United and Harborview. In that order, but they all have 3 points. The only 2 teams yet to come off the mark, Waterhouse and Boys Town, they prop up the league. They currently sit in the relegation zone. The teams are separate mostly by goal difference and not by points. We expect to see that changing week by week until we have a separation. All the teams will be looking to jostle and to get into better positions on match day 3. But for now, it's close going in the Red Stripe Premier League. So make sure you're here next time at the corner flag.